News this morning. Camera and radar enforcement has started on some highway construction zones. The key? Slow down traffic in work zones. And to celebrate its rich history, Harlan County has a new museum, something all ages can enjoy.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this Wednesday, November 5th. It's 5:30 this morning, and we're all ready for a check of our weather with meteorologist Megan Dusmal, especially on this foggy, chilly Wednesday. But we've got a little bit warmer temps coming, don't we, Megan?
Yes, that's very true. As you're starting off your day, we're looking at those cooler temperatures, a little bit warmer than yesterday, but still in a range of the 30s and 40s. Here's a look at what we're seeing this morning. Other folks are a lot colder than others, so just keep that in mind. Still at that freezing mark, 32 degrees in Jonesville. Warmer as you travel more towards the northern portions of our region, 50 in Moorhead. Now, in terms of this afternoon, we'll be seeing temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s. And we do have a little bit of some haze out and about, but nowhere near as foggy as it was earlier this week. So keep that in mind. You could still run into that haze. You might need to turn on those low beams, but it's not as dense as it was earlier this week. Now we are going to see some mostly sunny skies today too, so there's the even better news, making those already warm temperatures feel even out of place for this time of year, but definitely going to be an enjoyable day overall, with the clouds completely dissipating by about 4 o'clock. Amelia.
Thank you, Megan. A Laurel County man is behind bars after deputies say he hit a deputy trying to help him. Officers found 33-year-old Vanoy Finley lying in the road north of London. They say he smelled of alcohol and slurred his speech. And when a deputy tried to help him up, Finley hit the officer in the face. There was a struggle, and both deputies' uniforms were damaged during the altercation. He was arrested and charged with assault on a police officer and resisting arrest. Just a few miles away, another Laurel County man is accused of assaulting a woman at his home. Deputies say 45-year-old Carl Madden of East Bernstadt held the woman against her will and hit her in the face, leaving a visible mark. Madden reportedly threatened another person during his arrest. He's charged with assault, unlawful imprisonment, and terroristic threatening. Deputies say a late-night underage drinking party in Laurel County led to an arrest. Officials say 45-year-old Brandy Mullins of London was present while several minors drank alcohol and did not intervene. Deputies say one teen rear-ended another car. After investigating, the teen was found to be 18 and extremely intoxicated. Mullins is charged with unlawful transaction with a minor and wanton endangerment. The enrollment period for the LIHEAP Fall Subsidy Program opened Monday. And if you need help with your power bills, you have a few weeks to apply. WYMT's Neely Green spoke to LKLP officials about what folks need to know about applying.
With winter right around the corner, temperatures go down and the bills go up. If you're responsible for your home's heating costs, there are some resources that can offer a bit of relief from those hefty payments.
Fall subsidy is one-time benefit for coal, wood, propane, kerosene, natural gas, or electricity. And with this program with subsidy, you do not have to have a disconnect.
Community Service Block Grant Director Albert Smith says as long as you have an active account and are at or below 150% of the federal poverty level, you can qualify for help from the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program. If you qualify for assistance, Smith says you can call your local community outreach office. And when you go, you'll need to bring specific documents with you.
They will need to bring with them their proof of last month's income, their electric bill, or a meter bill if they're not applying for electric. If they're applying for something else, they can bring in another metered utility bill, such as natural gas bill or water bill if they're wanting, for example, propane.
Smith says you will also need to bring social security cards for every member of the household and their IDs. The program provides aid to thousands of families in LKLP's service area.
Last year, we helped somewhere around 6,000 households of our 4 counties of Leslie, Knott, and Lesher Perry.
The goal of the program is to help households with their heating bills and take extra stress off of their shoulders.
It helps people be able to use the money that they would have spent on energy costs to be able to use it for something else.
The program is currently open and the last day to apply is December 12th. In Perry County, Neely Green, WYMT Mountain News.
For more information, you can call your local community action agency or find this story on our website, WYMT.com. In Washington, a potential agreement to extend Affordable Care Act subsidies appears to be gaining traction. A four-member bipartisan group of House lawmakers announced an outline for how to potentially extend the subsidies. A potential deal could end the ongoing government shutdown, which is now in day 35. Tied for the longest in history, the deal would extend subsidies for 2 years, but also include certain eligibility caps and guardrails. Enrollment is now open for 2026 coverage through Kentucky's Affordable Care Act marketplace, known as KYNect. But health advocates say many families are experiencing sticker shock. According to the Kaiser Family Foundation, premiums have risen by about 17%, an average increase of $181 for Kentucky families. The hike comes as Congress remains deadlocked over whether to extend federal health insurance tax credits.
I'm hearing a lot of just really frank, practical conversation about what folks' budgets look like and whether or not they can afford to take that risk to be uninsured. And for most folks, they can't.
Advocates urge families to review their options before automatically re-enrolling and remind them that the deadline to sign up for coverage starting January 1st is December 15th. Camera and radar enforcement started last month in some highway construction zones. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says the goal is to slow down traffic in work zones. In the beginning stages of implementing the enforcement, leaders say there won't be mailed citations with the rollout, and the enforcement is only active when warning signs are flashing and there's police at the work zones.
First and foremost, this is to save lives and to prevent injuries within our work zones. Want to reiterate again and again, this is not for revenue generation. We expect this to cost the Transportation Cabinet money over what we would collect in revenues. The difference is this is not an automated enforcement. This requires law enforcement to pull an offender over and have a conversation.
Right now, there are 4 areas where camera and radar enforcement has been deployed. This includes I-75 near Corbin and Kentucky 3 at Inez in Martin County. Kentucky lawmakers are introducing new legislation to prevent distracted driving. The state's interim joint committee on transportation met yesterday in Frankfort. That's when Senate Transportation Chair Jimmy Higdon introduced the Phone Down Kentucky Act. The goal is to strengthen laws already in place that prohibit using personal electronics during driving. Senator Higdon says the legislation was inspired in part by 2-year-old Camberlyn Lynn Burns, who was killed in a crash involving a distracted driver in 2022.
They should not read, compose, or transmit any text messages. They can't watch moving images, including but not limited to videos, movies, and games.
Senator Higdon says the bill would not impact citizens' band radios, and it includes holding your phone, texting, or talking, but does not outlaw holding your phone while stopped or at a stoplight. The Pikeville Community Foundation is expanding its efforts to provide for the people of Pike County, awarding additional grants to help food pantries battle the current economic unknowns. Our Buddy Forbes has the latest.
With colder weather moving in and the ongoing concerns and delays with SNAP benefits, the Pikeville Community Foundation is giving a little extra to its community partners.
I do have the checks.
I have seen the lines there of people coming in to get the boxes of food. And there's whole families. Grandparents are raising their grandchildren. They're on fixed incomes. They need help.
The foundation, under the umbrella of Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky, provided $7,500 to 9 area food pantries early this year. But as the needs increase, the foundation wrote additional checks to help pack the pantries this season.
And we had several members of the community reach out to different members of our board, just concerned about making sure that people got fed.
Tuesday, the foundation met for its monthly meeting, sealing 9 checks for $2,000 each to be delivered to those same feeding programs, and a $10,000 check to One Church, a collaborative outreach that provides free Thanksgiving meals in Pike and its surrounding counties.
People are hurting. We need to help. That's why. It's just everyone has seen such a huge amount of increase in what they they have to spend to just put food on the table.
Foundation members say the money, which comes from the Linda Templeton Fund, was earmarked with the mission to feed people in need. And though the foundation does not do the legwork, it has many hands and feet championing for communities.
Without her donating that, then we wouldn't be able to help these people. But the needs seem like they're growing more acute. And it's just really gratifying that we have organizations that stand ready to help those people.
In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
The foundation is also accepting applications from organizations interested in its 2026 food security grant program. You can find more information about that on WYMT.com. A Lexington restaurant is stepping up to ensure students don't go hungry amid a shortfall in SNAP benefits. Jeffrey Grimes grew up in Lexington's West End. His food spot, Grimes Fast Food Restaurant, is in the same area on Georgetown Street. Yesterday, his restaurant closed for half the day to serve free chicken meals to school-age students affected by the shortfall. He says it's his way of supporting neighbors when times get tough.
It makes your heart smile, you know, that this kid smile. He don't know nothing about SNAP. He don't know mom or dad can't get their food stamps.
I say, thank you very much and thank you for the free food.
The restaurant handed out nearly 5,000 wings with fries. The Perry County Sheriff's Office is offering a new way to help neighbors in need. A blessing box is now set up outside the office on East Main Street in Hazard. Anybody who's hungry can take food anytime, and those who want to give can drop off donations 24 hours a day. Harlan County has a new museum to celebrate its rich history. It's called the Historic Harlan Museum, and it recognizes more than just the coal mining history in the county. Executive Director of Harlan Tourism, Brandon Pennington, says it's something all ages can enjoy.
If you're from Harlan County, you have to come because you have to learn about your history and you have to know your history. If you're not from Harlan County, there is plenty to see, and you can see how Harlan County was formed. We have part of our tourism assets infused within the offerings that we have in the exhibits.
The museum has exhibits including the USS Harlan, Harlan Popular Media, a Kaywood Ledford exhibit, and myths and folklore of the county. The University of Kentucky student-run philanthropy, DanceBlue, is kicking off its 21st year of fundraising season. This year, members say they're bringing it back to the heart of the mission. They're asking the entire Commonwealth to get involved. It's all in honor of one young boy's legacy. Jarrett Minor passed away at just 13 years old after multiple cancer diagnoses. His desire was to raise money for the pediatric oncology clinic at Golciano Children's at UK.
A place where you think would be so sad and so gloomy is a place that is bright and colorful and full of hope. It's one of the greatest joys is getting to go into the clinic and just see the impact we're making. Our kids are all incredible.
Fundraising starts Friday with their annual silent auction. The auction will be from 6 to 9 p.m. at Harper Hall. DanceBlue 2026 will take place in the spring. A Harlan County teacher is being recognized for her leadership in world language education. Maria Asunashian Herrera Gomez from Harlan County High School was selected as communications coordinator for the Kentucky chapter of the American Association of Teachers of Spanish and Portuguese. She'll serve a 2-year term, helping connect language teachers and promote Spanish and Portuguese education statewide. 5:43 coming up. People magazine says Jonathan Bailey is the sexiest man alive. That and more in today's IN Entertainment Report.
And we are tracking strong to severe storm chances as we're heading into the weekend. I'll have more coming up.